Oh, all right, y'all. Hopefully, y'all can see. Rubicon F17 Jeep Rubicon. Whew. Today's job, I think it closed for 3.2 hours. We'll see if we can do it in 2. Yeah, including removing intake manifold gaskets, 3.2 hours. So we're gonna see if we could do this in a little less. Um, Car has a coolant smell. It's got a oil leak. We're gonna see if we can replace this guy as well. Let me get back. Hold on, let me get back to it. R&R. Housing. So we're doing the housing. Just this guy right here. I did not drain the coolant. I did relieve the fuel system pressure. That is the first thing you always want to do. So if you see, I've got this is the fuel pump fuse. I've got it released, so now the car won't start. Your dad didn't relieve the fuel pressure, right? I noticed it. Okay. So that's what it should sound like. So there's no fuel pressure. You should drain the coolant, but I'm gonna drain the coolant later. Right now we're gonna work on getting this intake unbolted. So after relieving the fuel pressure, which is removing this fuse as well as taking the fuel cap off, I recommend disconnecting at least the negative side terminal. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Get my tool. Get this out of here. Goal is 2 hours. So, negative battery terminal. Okay, so we got that out of there. Now, I'm gonna take this air box off just so I can get a little bit more space. This guy connects to the back. We'll take that out later. But right now we're gonna disconnect it from the air filter, and it's got a hole in it already. So we're gonna be extra careful removing this. History on this vehicle, I guess it had a bad head. So the dealer actually replaced one of the heads. Which one, I'm not sure. I'm sure as we get closer down there, it'll be easier to find. Right now, we're just gonna take out the air box. It's 4 little clamps. Undo the air box. I think that was all that there was. 4, right? Yeah, it's just don't come out for whatever reason. I'm gonna unbolt it here first. I don't know, I think this is an 8. Let's get an 8. Actually, I think we're gonna use a little screwdriver. Flathead. This is the hose clamp for the intake. Goes to the throttle body. Alright, yeah. It definitely comes up easier that way. So be careful not to pull too far. It does have this wire for the, I don't know if that's the mass airflow sensor. I think that is the mass airflow sensor. So just be careful with it. This will give you idle issues. So just unplug it. Alright, we're just gonna put this down for now. I like to put the screws back where they go so you don't lose them. So I'm gonna do that. Just put them back where they go. What is going on? Did it swap? Am I not notice? I think we got turned around there. Sorry about that. Don't know how that happened. I'm like, why can't y'all see the car? Trying to give y'all a little bit of a tilt. I'm trying to be careful because my phone is broke. Okay, I see my hands. Still need to go a little more. Alright, let's try this. You see my hands? There we go. Alright. So we got this guy off. Next I want to drain the coolant. So what I'm gonna do, I don't know if you can see down here where my hand is, but this guy right here is the lower radiator hose. So I'm gonna disconnect that to let the coolant out. So that's like the lowest point. Because I don't really need to let the coolant out of the radiator. I more so need to let the coolant out of the cooler itself. So letting it out on the engine side will probably be a better idea. So we're gonna try and catch it. We'll see how that works. Okay, and like I said, we're getting this lower hose down here. It's under the pulley right next to the harmonic balancer. Where is that nifty little tool at? I think it's in here. It's in one of these. Da, 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 da. This is my favorite thing in the world. Just takes all the legwork out of everything. Get us a little bit more light down there. Just a little bit more light. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but we're trying to get this clamp right here. Stupid sprint clamp. Make sure the box is under it. We're gonna try and not make a mess. Try and pull this back some if I need to. Well, it landed in our box. I'm gonna pull this back some anyway. I'm gonna put it like right there. Don't always have to drain the coolant. It's just if you want to make less of a mess and less cleanup, it's always better. Make sure this is released, which I think it is. Just make sure. Yeah, alright, it's released. Yes, the clamp is always gonna be difficult to get to. Don't know why. You can't ever put the hose clamp where you can reach it from the top. Always have the wrong orientation. Alright. So all this guy does, you just squeeze it. Oh no. Oh no. Come here. Okay, sometimes getting this thing on there and you can't see it. Alright, let's try this. Well, I know which head was replaced. I can see the cleanness now. Alright. That should do it. Squeeze. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's supposed to lock it. It's not locking it. Whatever. Just move the hose down and out of the way. I'll put it down there. Okay. Now, theoretically speaking, there we go. Get that off. And get ready for the geyser. The geyser. Oh, this has been on there for a minute. Of course. Sometimes opening the radiator cap when it's not hot. Sometimes that can help. Okay, this is full coolant and something's coming apart. Silicone or whatever they put in there. It's not my problem. Just gonna get some channel locks down on that hose. Give it a good turn. Yeah, something like that. Just get that down on that hose. Gently turn it. There we go. Just like that. Look at that. Look at that. Just turn it a little bit. Hopefully this won't make a giant mess. Definitely not on my light. Alright, y'all ready? 3, 2, 1. Gush. It's a gusher. I think that's all going in the bucket for the most part. Made a little mess, but mainly went in the bucket. Alright. Well, coolant's draining. Like I said, we really don't need to lose what's in the radiator, so if you want to, just do like that. It should keep, yeah, look. Still got some coolant in the radiator. But alright, so next, we're going to unbolt the throttle body, the intake manifold, and try to get this sucker off. So I like to work on the connectors first. Obviously, make sure your hand is dry. So go around and plug connectors and pull these little tree, I call them tree, Christmas tree wire retainers. Pull those out. If it's a little stuck, you can use like these guys. Don't ever pull on the wire, because you will be repairing a wire harness, especially on an older vehicle. So just do like that. Like I said, I love these guys. Good for everything. I'm done with this guy. We're gonna put it back. All right. Ooh, I'm scared of heights, so bear with me. All right. We got a few hoses we got to disconnect. So For starters, we're gonna pull this guy out. Next, we're gonna pull this guy out. Boom, boom. And away from the manifold. I'm gonna pull away from the plenum, whatever you wanna call it. And then there's this guy right here. Which one? This one. This is the breather hose for the breaker. Come on. Just move that out the way. Boom, bang, boom. Yeah, I know which head was replaced.
The left, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, driver's side. You could tell because how clean it is.
It was inside of 3.
3.
I think it was inside 3 or 2.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't have been 3, because it should be bank 1. The way I always know which bank 1, cylinder 1, it's kind of hard to see right now. But this coil is closer to the front of the engine than this one over here. So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. But like I said, I know this head was replaced because if you look how clean this side is compared to the side on the left. All right. So this is unplugged. I'm gonna pull this sucker out here. And these don't always have the best angle, so I do recommend some type of trim removal tool, like these guys, or these guys. These work well as well. Either one would be fine. But we're gonna grab these suckers. Just make your life easier. A little bit easier. Unplug this guy down here. Be careful, because the throttle body, as well as a few others, have a locking tab. This red tab right here. So you need to pull the red tab back and try not to break them, because they like to break. Like this one seems like it's about to. But back and then squeeze. And it's not doing it, so I don't think this is going to be savable. If it is, we're going to have to. See, it wants to release on this side, but I think that this guy is still in the way. So what we're going to do now, take one of them little orange hook tools. Take one of these guys and release it manually. And this is good for like anything that you can't unplug. So I don't know if you can see where that red is. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go straight in here. I'm hoping you guys can see this. I'm gonna push that back. And then I'm gonna pry and pull up like that. And now look at that. Didn't break it. Didn't break the lock, but all I did is I just pried right here. Just pried like that. Pull this guy off, and then I think there's another wire I'm missing that goes, it goes like under here somewhere. We'll get to that after. Yeah, that goes to the cam. So we'll just move this to the side for now, so we don't have to remove none of that. All right. So we've got everything on the front and on the sides disconnected. Next we got to do the brackets. There's technically 3 brackets, as if this intake manifold is, you know, gonna lift or something. So we're gonna undo these 2 guys right here, as well as, well, we shouldn't have to. Usually it tells you remove the 2 bolts at the bottom, but I'm thinking once I unplug these guys and unbolt the manifold, I should be able to lift it and just push it straight that way. We're gonna see. I was able to do that on this Chrysler Town and Country that I worked on, so we're gonna see if I can do that on this. And if not, I will be unbolting the bottom brackets, which are, I think these are 13s or 12s, but there's 2 on this bracket right here. And then on this bracket, they're on the front. It's just those 2 bolts right there, right under the throttle body. So, and now, I think these are all 10s. I think they're all the same size. Sheesh. Just try not to drop them. Look at those doubloons. Don't drop them. Oh, wow, I found the freaking, I think that's the fuel hose. Whatever. I'm not worried about it. Excuse me, y'all. I am a little under the weather. No, it's been about a week since my last stream. They put washers on this? Oh, okay. Okay, so an OEM bolt, right, has the, you know, it's like got the washer built into it. And this is one that somebody found lying around because they dropped the one that they were trying to put back. So, I don't know how I like this. I don't think I like this. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't want to drop that. That's the only reason I'm pulling it out. And I almost did. I hate gloves. Alright. Yeah, look at this. Love this. Love when they do this. Absolutely. Hey, like, how do you lose all of these? They better have been corroded. I know, they better have been corroded. I'm not gonna lie, I might not put these back. They're stainless steel, which is cool. You don't have to worry about them corroding, but I care about the next person that might have to work on this. I don't know if you saw, as soon as I loosened this, the tension on that kind of just released. It was like, ah, thank you. Because a lot of times when they pull these off, they actually bend these brackets. Because it's like, who needs them? Why are we putting brackets on plenums? It's like my favorite thing about the Honda V6 plenum. There is no bracket. Alright, so we're gonna see. Yeah, see, this should be loose enough, but I don't know if that front one is. But we're gonna give it a try, nonetheless. Alright, so that's good. Yeah, so we're gonna unbolt it, and I'm gonna see if I can lift it and swing it towards the passenger side of the car. Everything's pulled away. Now for this upper, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe. 7. I want to say there's 7. We're gonna double check. Oh, I think it's 7. It was 7 on the Chrysler. We're gonna double check. I'm pretty sure it's 7. Blah, 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 blah. It's not even. Where's the intake manifold at? shows what we're doing the upper. So disengage, blah, blah. We removed these already. This is the bracket I'm talking about. So these two up here, I don't know if you can see that well or not. These two I just loosened. We might need to loosen those two. It says to remove the bracket entirely. We'll see how I feel. We'll see how I feel. Here's I think it's this guy. Yeah, so the only thing I have to do now is this guy. It's weird. So they actually want you to get to those lower bracket bolts. It wants you to go through here. It wants you to take this off, which I don't see why. But I want you to take it off on the other side. I don't see why you need to do that. We're gonna find out. Oh, this guy like has little plugs in. Just gently hold this up. Don't break it. And there's looks like 2 10s right here, and 2 more 10s on that side. Put a little extension on. Hey, how you doing, Taviq? Yeah. This is like the Chrysler we just did. It's a little different, but same pretty. Yeah, same engine. 3.6, yep. Oh, 3.6. No mafia. What is this? So these hoses sit on top of it. Alright, these are the heater hoses. I don't like this setup. I don't like anything with coolant near anything electrical. I don't. It's corrosion, rust, you name it. The Honda CR-V 2.4. I don't know if anybody's ever had to do a thermostat on one of those. It's just, it can be the difference between a 20-minute job and, oh, I gotta remove extra stuff because I don't want to round off this bolt. Definitely. Either if it doesn't go to the top, that goes to the bottom. So regardless, this had to come off. Yeah. But I have enough play in this so where I don't think I need to unbolt it down there. Okay. I'm gonna keep these up here for now. Just for now. Alright. So those are all loose. These shouldn't need to come up. I think these are all 8s. So now we're gonna get, 8mm. Not the 9mm, just the 8, y'all, just the 8. You don't need the 9 yet. Here's my little quarter. It's my 3/8 to 1/4 inch adapter. Ooh, alrighty. And I always do these in a cross pattern, and I don't go all the way out, and that's just because I don't want to warp this. It's plastic, and they like to crack. That's Chrysler Town and Country. I actually had to do it again. I didn't have to, but we thought there might have been something wrong with the timing. So I had to pull the plenum again, and on the second time of me putting it back together, it actually cracked. And I don't think these bolts come out, but I want to make sure. No, yeah. So these bolts will stay in the intake. So these are the 7, 8mm bolts that hold the upper intake manifold or the upper plenum to the lower intake. All right, so it should be free now. Let's see if my theory works. So, just because I know you can't really see it. So, now this is on a Chrysler Town & Country, but same thing. It's just the motor is turned. And yeah, it's in a different orientation as well. But 7 bolts. It's kind of like this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then obviously everything's flipped. Cause you know, why not just put the same thing in all the cars? So now, all right, so now we're loose. So like I said, what I'm gonna try and do is lift. This bracket might be in the way. Pull these bolts up, make sure they're up. Okay, so that one actually comes up. I don't think it was supposed to, but it did. Yeah, this front bracket might need to come off, but I think I can get away with the rest of these. I don't think these are in. Yeah, no, none of these are. And there's short ones and long ones. Oh my gosh. Leave it to Mopar. Leave it to Mopar. Alright. So I feel like I could do this, but it's doable. We're gonna take this front bracket off though. So it'll make it a little bit easier. So it should just be those 2 10s right there. Do I need an extension? No, I shouldn't need an extension for that. Maybe a little extension. 3-inch extension on a deep well socket. Yeah, it's perfect fit. So maybe a little bit more, but it'll get the job done. Just be careful. You got your alternator right here, as well as throttle body, the female side connector. Okay. So we're just gonna take this completely off. We'll put it back after. The reason why oh fudge. I think that fell all the way through. I think. Alright, so this is one bracket. I think that fell all the way through. And y'all wanna know why I don't wear gloves? That is why. So now I gotta find the bolt, which we'll do later. But now I gotta find the bolt. Alright, now just move this out of the way. Yeah, this will work. So up and towards the passenger side. And then just make sure you don't have anything else still connected, which I don't. Oh, but yeah, so shorties, 3, jeez. Just don't pull these all the way out. If you don't need to, don't pull them all the way out. Okay. 7 and 9 newton meters. Don't over torque these. You will crack this. I'm telling you right now. I torqued mine to spec and I still cracked it. It was either this one or that one on the Dodge, on the Chrysler. All right. So if you were doing a tune-up, you know, right now, obviously, coils, plugs, coils, plugs. We're doing this guy right here, the oil filter housing, which is under this lower plenum. All right. So now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna get this guy out of the way. This is the one that ran to our intake, snorkel, whatever you want to call it. This one goes to the other side, I believe. The PCV or something. I'm pretty sure. I want as much space as possible. I don't want to have to fight. What's this? What's that? It's just that stupid hose. I hate this. Hopefully we can just turn and pull. Which doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe I could turn it up like that. It's just, these are hard plastic lines. I really don't like messing with these unless I absolutely have to. And I might actually have to. Oh God. Okay. We might leave that alone. This is sort of kind of out of the way. This is sort of kind of in the way. But this should be fine. If I need to, I can pull up some like that. Okay, I can do like this. That'll kind of get it out of my way a little bit. I really want this guy going. I really want this guy. I want both of these guys going. This is the fuel. Okay. This is a fuel. This is such a stupid way to run this. I'm sorry. Such a stupid way to run this. I'm sorry. That's a dumb way to run it. So we gotta take this guy off next. Now you do one or two things. You can take the fuel rail off first, which is what I think we're gonna do. But when we take this fuel rail off, if we take the fuel rail off, it's gonna take the injectors out with it. Whereas if I just take the lower plenum off, I believe I could just rotate this to the side. Yeah, we'll see if we can do that. See if I can just take it off as one whole piece. That way I don't have to worry about seals for the injectors or anything like that. So right now, we're gonna unbolt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think this one in the back has to come with 2. I think that's 8. So we're gonna take those guys out. Okay, guys. All right, and what I suggest, put something up there, because I done dropped one bolt so far. I almost dropped that one, and with your luck, it will fall into the engine, and you will be fishing it out. So, this isn't gonna fit. Let's get a paper towel. Ooh. Just cover it. Good enough so nothing falls in there. I'm telling you, it's the worst thing in the world. I haven't done it, but I've seen so many people do it. And now you're adding, if you can't get it, because it falls in past the valve, essentially you're pulling head. But, alright. So just cover it so nothing falls down in there. Don't drop the nut. We're gonna pull these guys up. 1, 2. I don't need to unplug the coils. I don't, but we might. Where's my trim removal tool? Where's my trim removal tool? Where did it go? Oh! Just pull up on these gently. Don't put too much pressure on the valve cover, but if you need to, you can pry up on it. But just be careful, because you will crack it. Yet again, more plastic. Plastic. Chunk. Okay, so now we can kind of, if we need to, move this over. Yeah, I think we're gonna unplug the injectors, leave them like the electrical harness, and we'll leave them plugged in to the lower plenum. And we'll just take the lower plenum, one entire unit. This thing is pissing me off. I want this hose out of the way so bad. I just can't see back here. I know that's the PCV valve on this side. That's a pain in the butt on that Chrysler. And this is even more of a pain in the butt because it's really against the firewall here. And it really won't let me just pull it out of here. I don't understand this. Getting this back in is going to be such a pain in the butt. Just because I can't see nothing back here. So everything is right here. Every hose, every wire, like just everything. Everything is right here. For what? What is connected to this? There's a freaking holder on it. Like, come on, guys. Everything has to be held down to a hose? Come on. I'll put my pry bar down here and pry up on that. Because that's got to go. That's in the way. Like, it's not in the way, but it's in the way. Get me a little pry bar. I need a smaller one. Something like this. Headaches. I want to know why we don't buy American-made cars. This is why. It's just like, just as hard as this is to get out, it's not even harder to put back. But I don't know if you can see that guy right there. This hose right here is what I'm trying to get out. At first, I was trying to just disconnect the plastic line. Yeah, we about to leave this alone. I ain't gonna hold y'all. So I'm either gonna bust something. Like, there's just no good prying part here. And this isn't coming out, right? It's turning the whole thing. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it. The heck with it. It's gonna stay, hopefully not get in the way. So stupid. Hopefully it won't be in the way. Like everything else is. Like, look at this. Run the wire harness, the main connector up here. Like, that's a great idea. Stupid. Stupid. All right. I'm done complaining. Next, we're going to take this fuel line off. These ones, actually just pull this blue part up. So you unlock the teeth. You don't have to take this out. I just find it easier. And then push it in. And then you want to push the white connector, which of course doesn't want to be depressed because of how long it's been sitting here for. So the only reason I'm prying on this oil filter housing is because we are replacing it. If you are not replacing this, do not pry on it. And then that should come out and not spill fuel everywhere. It should. Look at that. Look at that. It didn't. Oh, spoke too soon. It's fine. That'll dry. Move our fuel line out the way. So now, love the smell of gas. Oh. Just cause. Oh, come on. Just don't want gas on my coils. And I'm sure this will be dry before I even put it back together, but better safe than sorry. Don't light no matches. Don't smoke a cigarette. Oh. Alright. So leave these alone. These are for the fuel rail. We're going to leave the fuel rail on the lower intake. We're going to remove. Make sure we got to get this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like there's a total of 8. Looks like there's a total of 8. Alright, and I think these are all 8mm, unless they're 7s, because you know, why use the same size when you could drive Steph crazy. So let's try this out. And okay. So these are 8s. I think that's all the way out. Okay. All the way out. On. That's 2. Try not to go straight in a line, crisscross, X pattern, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so that's just so you don't warp it. And you could use these Torx inside if you want. I don't like it. They tend to strip, round off, especially if you don't have a newer socket. So that's why I just use the 8. Okay. This one's under the bracket. So many more brackets on this.
I know, man.
So-
I don't know what he put the brush.
Like, what is for what? Where's this plenum going? Where's the plenum gonna go? You know? This shit's in a fucking way right now. Sheesh. Dang it. I dropped a bolt. Thankfully, I think it fell all the way through. Yeah. Dropped the bolt. Yeah. I don't know exactly where it went, but I'm gonna find it. But whoever did this head dropped like 3 or 4 bolts. Need a freaking ladder to work on this thing. Okay, that's out. That's out. That's out. I don't think I took this all the way out. Okay, that's out. I think that's everything. That's out. This one, did I get? I didn't get this one all the way. This one's done. This one's out. That one's out. Did I get this one all the way? No. Alright. So now, so I just gotta get this one all the way. And this far back one. So this one. That's out. It's gotta be out now. Okay, that's out now. So now, that one all the way in the back by the firewall. This guy. That's out now. Alright, out. Everything's up and out of the freaking way. You back there. Boom, bang, boom. Yeah, it's already coming out. Alright, so now what we're gonna do, which probably would have been easier to do beforehand, is we're gonna disconnect these connectors for the fuel injectors. So all you do here, pull up on this red tab, okay, and then squeeze, and it should come off. Should. Okay, if it doesn't, I always say skip, go to the next one. Doesn't want to go anywhere, alright? It's fine, we have a way to deal with this. So now what we're going to do, gently with the pry bar, while we squeeze, and this is why I should have did this with it still bolted down. But it's just fine. It's not too late. So I'll just bolt these two, and then I'll bolt that one in the back. Alright? But there's a reason why you unplug stuff before you unbolt it. those two in. And I think this guy in here, right? Alright, so now I should have unplugged it first. That's okay. 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 Try again. Yeah, all right. So now we're a little bit more stable. Now, this is attempt number 2. It's not releasing. I can feel it's not releasing. So, gonna make sure this red thing is all the way up. Gently, so we don't break it. Because right now what we're doing is we're turning the whole injector, which I don't want to really do. There we go. Boom. So that's one. Just make sure these guys are all the way up. I don't always want to come all the way up. Try this again. I swear, unplugging injectors is always a task. Always. Just pull and just kind of wiggle while you pull. Make sure that that thing is as far up as it can go. Squeeze and wiggle. Sometimes it's better to push down on the... There we go. Got those up. If you want to unplug the coils, you can. You don't have to. I'm just going to do this because then I can push this harness back rather than trying to pull them both to the side. So, yeah, so I can do like this. Just push this back. And then now we're going to do the other side. I'm very tempted to unplug this. Very tempted. Very tempted. I think that's what we're gonna do. Just don't know what this gray thing is. Shit. Let's break one of these stupid lines. How do you get this guy off? Does it slide this way? I'm not doing this right. I feel like this is supposed to turn. Alright, we're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna leave it alone. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. We're gonna leave it alone. Just move it over. Hopefully none of the plastic falls inside. Alright. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, hurts. I need a ladder to work on this guy. Imagine this had a lift on it, 3-inch lift kit. These big old tires. There we go. This one. All right. So the key here is actually push it down. Push down and then that'll work. This is where PB Blast, WD-40, this is where that all comes into play. And it's out. You hear it clicking. So I'm gonna push down on it. Like so. And I'm gonna try and pry while we squeeze. See anything? Oh. Come here. Come here. Push down and then pull back up. Bitty bitty. Make sure that this is as up as possible. I hate these locking tabs. Like, where is this vibrating off of? Like, come on, bro. It's ridiculous. Does not want to come up. There we go. It depressed. That's what that click was. Dang it! It went back. That's what that second click was. Try this again. Love it. Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler. Gotta love it. Part of me wants to just pull it up and move it to the side. Let's see. Do I have space for that? Probably do, but that's why they want you to unbolt this, probably. I really want to bend this sucker up. But so much you can, it's gonna let you bend that. It's just 3 more connectors that are fighting me right now. Stupid. I'm trying to think. I feel like a flathead would be best. Can't really get this in there either, but I'm thinking I can squeeze and pull maybe. Stupid wire out the way. Squeeze. I can't really. I'm gonna break something. If I leave this side plugged in, it's on this wire. I think we can flip it. Unbolt, flip it to the side. We'll see. Headache. 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 Let's see. So I can either do like that. Oh yeah, that's way better. Just the question is, will I have, because it's not held down. Okay. So now, what I'm definitely going to do, unless you want to be picking stuff up, which I don't, we're going to be covering the boards to the heads. Because look at that. You see that plastic right there? I don't want that falling in there. I don't. This is the new head. As you can see how clean it is compared to the other side. I'm going to cover this guy up. Just need one more rag. I'm being lazy. Just put one rag in each hole. Just trying to get this done in 2 hours, so trying to see what we can eliminate having to actually do. Oh, all right. Move this dead light out of the way. Back on the charger. Okay. Whew. All right. See if we can unplug these suckers now. So now, same thing, it's just I have a little bit more space to play with now. And it is all the way out. So now, like I said, squeeze. Yeah, wow, look at that. So I could actually get my freaking thumb on there. So now we know, at least to do this side, remove it first. And then you'll have the required space. This guy doesn't want to release. Just absolutely splendid. So we're going to spray it. Clean whatever dirt is on it, because I don't want to break it. A little bit of cleaner, brake clean is fine. And then WD-40. We're not drenching it. Just clean it. A quick, get whatever debris and dirt that's right there off of it. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. Just gonna put a little PV blast. Just a little. It's a WD-40, but same thing, penetrating oil. Just on the lock. I'm not putting it where they actually connect. I'm putting it on the red lock because that is what's stuck. Okay, let that do its job. Climb back up. Whew. Alrighty, now, see if I can't pry this sucker up now. From the red. This does not want to come out, and it's probably going to break. It's stuck on just this left side here. Yep, broke. Which is great, because now that's not coming out. That is stuck in there, unless I pull that injector out, which I'm not doing. So at this point, you say F it, and we're going to What I could do is see if I can release it with a hook tool, but that is 3 times the charm. If this don't work, we're gonna leave it alone. Stupido. To the technician that has to work on this next, I apologize. I tried my hardest. Okay? But it is what it is. And then, of course, you know, never want to move. There we go. You hear that click? Click means released. All right. Let's see if I can get this last one up. I don't know why this side is fighting me. Like you should be able to just pry this sucker up, man. We're just gonna. There we go. I thought that one was for sure going to snap. That was for sure. I was certain. Push it down. Push it down. There we go. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Check these seals. If they feel hard, just replace them. Same thing with the bottom ones. If they feel hard, just replace them. If they're torn, just replace them. If you have them, just replace them. So you don't got to do this twice. These are fine, so I really don't care, but if you don't want to do this twice, just replace them. But they're rubber. I haven't seen any that I've actually pulled that have actually been bad, but you never know. All right. So now we're actually at the physical cooler. This is the cooler right here. This is what we're trying to replace. There's actually an updated style on these because they all leak. And you see coolant right there. That tells me that this has failed. You see oil in the valley, which has told me that this has failed. All right, another way you can tell if you have oil or coolant on your transmission and it's going like leaking down both sides, almost like it's a rear main seal, 9 times out of 10, it's the cooler. So if you see any of this oil down here, any coolant down here, it's the cooler, okay? Replace it, or you will be replacing a head, all right? Now, fortunately for me, no one, I believe, comes with both of these sensors. So all I should have to do is unbolt them. Now, that's easier said than done. This hose and this hose clamp is gonna fight me, as well as the seals, because there's seals on the bottom of them. I believe it's just the 5 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that need to be unbolted, not these guys, because you're not trying to pull this cooler off. We're replacing the whole housing with the cooler. It's a terrible design. I don't know why anybody thinks putting a cooler or anything important in the valley between 2 heads. Lexus, Toyota did it on their Lexus LS, was it 430 or 400? They put a starter in the valley and it always failed. Why? Hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. But yeah, so you've got seals down here for the coolant and oil passages. Make sure they come out with it. Don't leave them there. And then, like I said, this has a metal housing, which is actually pretty cool. You don't have to worry about breaking it. But then it's got both sensors. Boom. So I don't even have to unbolt those. Leave them in. They've got thread lock on them already. So yeah, only bolts are taken off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. And we're gonna do that now. And it came with new bolts, because you're not supposed to reuse the old ones. Love it. Love it. All right. First things first. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to disconnect those once it's up at least a little bit. I might remove that hose there. If I don't remove it there, I might just remove it at the back. I can tell you right now, either way, it's gonna be a pain. But I feel like getting the hose up top is gonna be easier than unplugging the hose from the bottom. The only thing is, if I unplug the hose up here, it's right over the head. So I might put more cover right here just to make sure. But we're gonna see. Cause this hose is pretty flexible. Doesn't feel like there's coolant in it. Gonna see if I can plug this guy real quick. Since it's right there. Oh, look at that. Don't you love when things do what they're supposed to do? Wow. Gotta love it. Now, this bottom one, because look at the plug. Why not put the plug face up? I don't even know what kind of connector this is. I'm pretty sure this is the one that you gotta pull out. We're not doing that. I'm gonna tear that. This should give me enough give. Yeah, this plugs in right here to the harness. So, should have enough give. And I can just snake this one up. Yeah, I'll snake this one up. And I should be Gucci. Down to the socks like Big Papa. I feel like there's another line somewhere. What is that going to? I don't even want to know. We'll figure it out. Oh, yeah. Now, because this is Mopar, they got to do their whole Mercedes thing. It's actually one of these sockets, not a regular hex socket. I would not recommend using a regular hex socket on these bolts. You will round them off. And it is not an E6. I think it's an E8. I believe it's an E8. Yeah, Squidward. What would Scooby do? Coming after you. Gotta solve that mystery. What does Scooby do? Coming after you. Gotta solve that mystery. All right. Let's see if this will fit on there. What did you look at that? It's an E8. Oh, and it's on there. 1, 2, 3. And this one. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't use these again. 1, 2, 3. I would definitely recommend replacing the bolts, y'all. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I'm breaking them all loose. It's 5 bolts, 3 in the front, 2 in the back. It's the same procedure on like the 3.6 and the Dodge Challenger, the Dodge Charger, Chrysler Town and Country. This 3.6 has been used. Now, should be able to grab this by the Remember, it's got seals holding it, so you're gonna have to work it a little bit. Okay, work it. Pull it. Yeah, that's oil, which is fine. Just don't let it in. There's a NOx sensor down here. There's a bunch of NOx sensors down here. I can tell you most of this oil and coolant was already down here before I did this nonsense. Yeah, this is crazy. So, should have put a cup here or something. I think it's a little late for that, but